What's up there, guys? Dibalen Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel. Football from the fans' perspective. Welcome back. Welcome to a new video. This is the second video of the day. We're doing a review, a season review for Kaizer Chiefs. So far, December last year, I did a review, a season review ever since Gavin Hunt, has taken over and became the driver of the team. So we made a review, and that time we were like around, I think, position 13, 14. So right now, and we made projections in that game, in that review. We said this is how far we should be by the end of the month, which is the month January. And right now, this video is some sort of a continuation from that one. So yeah, it's been a very, very difficult season. But yeah, before we do that, let me first encourage you to subscribe if you are new, if you have already subscribed. Subscribe to our channel, to turn on the notification button. And then let me appreciate everyone that has subscribed. To be honest, I appreciate your support. Continue supporting me. Let's hear from you in the comment section. I accept any kind of comment. Of course, I read comments and I respond where I think it's necessary to respond. Some I take them when I just need to take them in. Yeah, let's get to business. Last year December, we're around 13th, 14th, and right now we're position number 8. So we said that when we did the review, we said by the end of January we need to be in position inside top 8, which really happened. From 13, we pushed games up until now we're in position number 8. We could have been in number 6 right now if it wasn't about few mistakes that we made, according to me. And then and we have collected only December. We've collected. We played 8 games. We won 4. Against the Agosto, TTM, Cape Town City, and Amazulu. And we drew 2 against Stellenbosch, Baroka, and then we lost to Maritzburg and I think Orlando Pirates. Yeah, the last game we lost as Orlando Pirates. So we collected how many points? That is like 14 points out of possible 21 points. If you remember, you remove the Agosto game because it's a careful one. 14 out of 21 points, 67%. Only January. According to me, that's a huge improvement. And you will see why I'm saying it's a huge improvement if you watch until late and we get into how far things were happening with Ernest Middendorp. Yeah, it's rainy and it's messy outside, but yeah. What I'm saying is that end of the video, if you check, we are going to speak about why we think this is positive. 67%, 14 points out of 21 possible points only in January, and they put us into the top 8. Or 15 points are away from Mamelodi Sundowns, which is log leaders. 10 points. 10 points away from SuperSport and Morocco Solos. Overall, it's a bad record. Considering the fact that last season we're in position number 1, this time up until the end of the season we're in position number 1. Right now, 10 points adrift from number 2, 15 points away from number 1. It's very bad. It's very bad for Gavin Hunt. It's not good stats. No, in Kaizer Chiefs, according to me. And we're barely into the top 8. We could have been out. But had we played well, we're supposed to be in. But according to the stats, it's bad. To me, it's bad. It's bad to me. And so far, we don't have a solid lineup. That's another thing that I think it's worth noting. We don't have a solid lineup, especially at the back. Still struggling. Still leaking goals at the back. We considered 17 goals out of 15 games that we have played. Considered 17 goals. And that is a ratio of 1.13. In each and every game, we are most likely to concede a goal. That is what it means. That in each and every game, we are most likely to concede a goal. And that is a very bad one. Still struggling with the defense. In terms of midfield, still we don't have a solid, starting lineup in central midfield as well. Especially in the CDM. Cardoso has been playing there. Not naturally a central defensive midfield. Is very bad in terms of ball progression and taking the ball forward, in moving the ball from the back towards the midfield and to the striking forces. He's not good in that because he's naturally a defending player. Blom and Macheke not trusted enough by the coach, and a few player that is able to move the ball. Backers still also not getting game time now and then. So we're still struggling in the midfield as well. Up front, let us check up front. Still bad up front. Nukovic is back as a boost. According to me, that he provided a very huge boost and contributed to a lot in the games that we played in January. All the games that we played and the points we collected in January contributed a lot. 14 points in his return. But it's still not enough to me. I don't think it's enough up front. We are lacking up front a lot. If you check the games against Chippa, you remember the 1-0 against Chippa, and then the game against Pirates, against Baroque, against Stellenbosch, the games against Supersport United as well. Kaizer Chiefs wasted a lot of chances. Just the recent game against Orlando Pirates, if you saw, we wasted a lot of chances. We could have won a game. If it was not about us missing our chances, we could have won a game, could have been far right now in the league. The game against Baroka, a lot of chances that were wasted. Game against Stellenbosch as well, chances were wasted. So we're still not doing well up front as well. So it's still a very bad team. According to me, still very bad. The stats are against us. Stats are literally against us. The games that we've been playing, the chances that we've been missing, a lot of things just does not point, to the positives. But yeah, there are positives in each and everything, like I always say. The positives about this team, another thing that we need to mention is that statistics are they don't always reveal the truth of the matter. They are very tricky. If you read football and statistics only, you are not going to succeed, to be honest. But sometimes they don't reveal exactly what is happening in the team, how the team has changes in playing, whether it has improved in terms of playing, the tactics of the team, and the atmosphere in the team. There's a lot of things that statistics don't really account for. So yeah, and Gavin Hunt, man, has inherited, a Kaizer Chiefs, and people are saying it was in the second spot, and now it is in number 8. It's very bad, and all that. And those are part of statistics that I think we need to sort of, check whether they reveal everything that is happening in Kaizer Chiefs. First, Hunt inherited a team that is aging, according to me, a team that we didn't have the young guys that we have right now. The team that was not good in terms of the transition, in terms of the age of players, the older generation and new generation. Hunt inherited a team that was not like that. A lot of our players over 30, over 28, 27. Second thing, Hunt inherited a very stiff team in terms of playing. Route 1 team, predictable team of mid and top. That is what Hunt inherited. Inherited a weak defense, because this is not his defense. The defense is weak and it's not his defense. We're leaking goals even last season. We had issues around the goalkeeping positions, the goalkeeping situation. In the midfield, Maluleke left, and it was a weaker midfield, to be honest. Katzan is deadwood, according to me. Agay, right now, he's established himself as a centre back. So it means already we didn't have a midfield, to be honest, according to me. Goalkeeping situation also had issues. And then, development players were not playing, of course, like what I mentioned. And last season, let's check last season. Towards the end of the season, we played the 12 games that we played towards the end of last season. To show you that the stats are not always revealing what is true about a team. We lost 5 games out of 12 games. In fact, we lost 6 games, because the other one we lost against Highlands Park. It was a cup game. We lost 6 games in the last 12 games that we played against Mid and Top. Then we won only 3. We drew. How many did we draw? Drew 4 games. So already in the last 12 games, last 11 PSL games, if we remove the net bank one, we lost a lot of games. We lost 5 of them. 5, and we only managed to win 3, while we're still number 1. So there was a lot of things. The team was already, in a slopey, going down slope. If you check the progression of the team as to how Gavin Hunt inherited it, we collected only 13 points out of possible 33 in the last 11 games we played. That is like 40%. 40%, it's below 50. So already the team was doing bad. Only 13% out of possible 33 that we could have collected. Hence we lost the league in the last day of the season. And that is what Gavin Hunt inherited. And the team, after losing the league, was already down in spirit. Those are things that statistics don't account on. The fact that we finished bad end of the season, the fact that we inherited a team that is aging, no younger players, and the fact that team was stiff in football, and the fact that collected few points towards the end of the season. So it didn't inherit a perfect team. It's not true. It's not entirely revealing the fact that we're number 2 now, we're number 8, and all that. And then there are improvements that Gavin Hunt has done. According to me, And we'll speak about that. Let's speak about them. The improvements first is the league position. We're very bad 13, now we're at 8. That's the first improvement that I think we should take in. The second improvement is the style of play. Yes, we still use the long balls. We still use, the bypass midfield football and all that. But there's improvements. There's very much improvements in the game. There are moments of the game where we play a good flowing football, and there are improvements, more especially with the inclusion of Bakas, of Mashiane, of Ngobo. There are improvements, Macheka. There are improvements that we see in the game in terms of playing football, and something that was not there when we were playing under Hunt, something that under Middendorp, something that was not there according to me. Another improvement is on players, on individual players. Ngezana has improved a lot according to me. Now adaptable, can play right back. Yes, not perfect, but can still play. And then Zulu as well, much more improved. If you check Zulu, if you check Akum, a lot of improvements. It was just not possible. We didn't know where this man going to fit. In the beginning of the season, even on when I was playing for Middendorp, it was just a mess. Right now, he has improved him a lot as an individual, and those are things that I'm noting. Ngezana, I'm noting Zulu, and the development has included a lot of development players. Newly promoted Kabelo Khadebe, Macheke, Blom are playing. They are playing. Ngezana from development is playing. Ngobo is playing. Mashiane is playing from development, and those are critical things in terms of long-term and planning of the team. Team that does not have a development, that has an aging squad, is not good as for time frame for going forward. And has made a lot of developments, a lot of improvements on individual players. And then, the thing that I think Gavin Hunt needs to improve right now is first we must cement our position in the top 8. It's clear we're not going to win the league. Must cement our position. That's something that must be done as agent. The second one, we need to find a solution in the back line, the defense part, the midfield, and the final product. We're not good in finishing. We need to solidify those things. 2, give a chance. Give a solid chance for the young boys. Don't confuse it. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. Give Khadeb a chance, give Sefama a chance, then give Bakas a chance as well. He's one of the guys who can make Kaizer Chiefs play. So we need to improve on those things. Give a chance to players. Give, Nchangase is there as well. People won't stop speaking about Nchangase because he's one of the best talent in South Africa, and people are justified to speak about him. So Gavin Hunt will have to account for him, for his exclusion or for his inclusion in the squad, or whether he leaves completely. So those are things that I think the team has to resolve right now. And the last thing that I think we need to resolve on is decisiveness. That I cried about in the game of Pirates, that we don't have leadership in the team, we don't have decisiveness in the team, we don't have characters in the team that can win us. Even when we are winning tactically, the characters are not there to implement, are not there to do the final thing. So we need decisiveness, especially with teams that were pressing. We can't say we almost won this game, Morocco, we're not supposed to win this game of this. So we don't have the decisiveness. We're going to have to prove it against Richards Bay. We need a team that is going to be decisive. When an opponent is weak, we need to kill it. There must be no questions about it. Otherwise, I'm thinking there are improvements. That's what I'm thinking. I would like to hear from you. What do you think about our season so far? Whether we're going to end into the top 8 or we're going to be out into the top 4. Whether Chiefs will end up with a cup. I don't expect a cup. I don't expect anything. I'm happy with the development, to be honest. Happy with the improvement of individuals. Happy with the improvement of the way of playing for me right now. That's where I am in my expectations. I would like to hear on your expectations. Otherwise, for me, this is Dibalen Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel. Football from the fans' perspective, you know what it is. Love and peace.